I'm feeling really good today, man. Happy hump day to you, playboy.
No doubt. Energized and feeling excited. Got my diet going on. Got everything going on. Won a couple of games for a change.
Good for you, man. Happy to have you back here. Damn.
Your boy was in the struggle for a minute.
Hey, it's all good, dude. You know what? Sometimes you got to go through that, especially when you're going 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying?
Son, Daddy ain't used to. I'm used to catching a loss, but I was catching a loss like the Knicks did. I felt like the Knicks.
Oh, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. Hey, you know what, dude? You gotta just get back to your winning ways, man, and just kind of slowly grind it back. You know what I mean?
I was about to trade myself, player. I was about to trade myself. Say, okay, I'm up for a trade. That's why I don't know these cats that stink and stuff. Like if you're I understand maybe you go through a slump or whatever, but man, when you start stinking, dude, I don't like these cats who still are arrogant about it. I don't know, because I get real. I tell you what, losing humbles me quickly.
Tell me about it, man. Tell me about it.
Don't nobody hate, and I hate to lose at everything. Okay? So don't mistake it just gambling. I'm like that about life in general. I hate losing. It's like, yo, if something don't go my way, I'm just heated trying to figure out how I'm gonna get it. The price on so I gotta have it all. I hate losing. I hope you feel the same way, because there's nothing wrong with that type of desire as long as you can keep it in control. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Let's speaking of winning, let's talk about last night real quick, and let's talk about the New York Rangers, kid, forcing a Game 7, brother.
Dude,
son.
I did not figure out the Rangers at all. I can't, dude. I can't figure them out. They played an incredible game last night. Finally scored some goals for once, which is awesome. But my whole thing is, why can't they do that at home?
Yo, man, all I know is I started watching that game and I say, you know what? As soon as I saw them skating and I saw how aggressive they were being and how much they were hitting and their puck movement and all that, I said, dude, there's no way they're losing this game. So I jumped on it live right out the gate, man. I ended up cashing the Rangers. Got them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, did you watch that game? Were you able to tell?
I watched most of the game. I didn't get the whole thing in, but I watched most of it. And it looked, I got to tell you, listen, whenever the Rangers score, it's my opinion, when the Rangers score first, and I don't know, I may have to go back and check. Don't quote me, and I know, God forbid I say something, because cats love taking what I say to heart.
Yes.
Listen, I'll tell you right now, though you don't ever have to worry about the dream being a politician, but gosh, man, thank God I am not one, because I would be so leery of anything I say, because last night I was talking about, the score and the no score first innings and the first fives, and I was equivalating them to the yo bets and craps, okay? But I didn't really mean the yo bet, so to say. I meant, that little block that they got where the devil dice are in. To me, I call that the yo. That's my, how I got my own names. I got my own language for stuff. I call all of those wagers the yo bets. Where they're a wager inside of a wager, but you just throw a couple of dollars on it. That was what I was trying to get across, is you don't bet those heavy.
Got it.
Okay?
Got it.
I was trying to, because I know my man Lexa came on, ripped it, got 3 winners. I think he played them for a C-note apiece because he said plus 300. But I'm like, yo, and no knock on him, because that's dope, and no knock on you. If you could afford to play, $300, $100 a piece on them bets, yo, more power to you. I'm not telling you don't do it. If you can afford it, hey, whatever. I don't know your bankroll. I don't know how much money you got. Yo, if you sitting up, in Beverly Hills, laughing, do you. But I think for our average bettor that I think I have a common feel for, my recommendation is, guys, you want to play these for like $25, no more than $50, because they're like, yeah, they're cool bets, but, and yeah, there is some research that goes in it, but like Hat says, is gambling. It's when you break it down, it's still gambling. I mean, you're waiting. There's no way to get in and out of it. There's no way to insure it or back it up. You're just putting it out there and trying to let it flow. So I'm just telling you guys, be careful. I don't want you to, go out there and start playing those frivolously, 100, because once you start playing 100, okay, and you win a couple 400, you know what happens next?
Yes.
You play it for 200.
Right. And all of a sudden you're rolling a nickel on a first inning.
All of a sudden you're nickeling a score first inning.
Well, speaking of that, man, big ups to Big Lex Kyle Wins, kid, coming on. And, dude, he tore it up on the show,
killed
kid.
It, man.
Wow.
Ripped it. Absolutely phenomenal, man. I loved what he did. And, hey, you know what? Big ups to him, and that's a great job by him. And I'm not knocking him. I'm saying that it was awesome. But I just want you guys to be careful, because I don't want nobody losing 2 G's first innings and then hitting me up in here on Twitter with, yo, Dream, you an idiot. You told me to, because I didn't tell you to do that.
Nope.
I'm still getting blamed for a bankroll wager that we said 5 to 10% of your bankroll. That cats are still trying to say I said the whole bankroll.
Unbelievable. Hey, you know what? We cleaned that up at the end. You know what I mean?
I know we did. But, I'm still getting a little damage for that. Hey, I want to say big ups to everybody retweeting the show. We got Joe Zeppi, Total Sports Edge, Sweetbets, and Total Sports Edge. I love the response to that cat. I still look at it and snicker. The response to the cat on Sunday. Good job. Stoopy Bets, J. Kim, Long Woo, P for Prez, all in the life. Jeff Ryan, Cousin Bet, Joe Sports Edge. By the way, if you got any idea what the Rangers are going to do with this series, send me a DM, because I just don't.
No.
All in on life like that one. Jeff Ryan, Cousin Bet, Razor Ramon, GSM, Direct Sports Solution, Christos, James Harrelson, Buddy the Dog, Ben Diaz, Tip Talker, Sport Shark, Randomly Unpredictable, Jersey Bros, Irvin, Arthur Ashley, Super Mario Winners, The Bomb Squad, Bully Sports Cards, Spot Bet, Sir Mata, Mo Diggs, Moneyline Hunter, Face Kicker, The Canadian Capper. Wow, we're blowing up right now.
I know, it's crazy.
Sirach King J, It's Lutz, Rick Lopez, JP, OJFB, and Sports Talk Johnny, just to name a few. What's happening? Good morning, people.
That's what happens when you're winning, player.
Hey, man, I'm just sorry. You know what, though? Honestly, the nation has been right there with us through wins and losses. So that's my team.
Of course, definitely, man. I mean, every morning it seems like that. You know what I'm saying? It just grows and grows and grows, win or loss. And guys, we're doing the best we can to win, because we're playing all our own stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, definitely, guys. You don't got to worry about the Dream sitting you out with a ham play, and meanwhile I'm up in the crib, playing Xbox. I'm up in the crib playing Xbox and running around with my kids, and you losing your loot, and I'm over here just chilling. Trust me, I feel the pain worse than any of you, because if you're losing, I play every play I put out. I play it, and if you lose, I lose.
Yep, definitely. So, speaking of last night, so we had the Rangers force a Game 7. Now, just the way the series is going, you would think that Tampa Biscuit would come in and win Game 7. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
No, I don't do it. I don't think that's going to happen either. I don't think that's going to happen either, my brother. But, hey, I'm going to have my fingers crossed. That's Friday night, right?
That should be Friday night, yeah.
Friday night, all right. Friday night.
No. What's today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah, but I think they gave them 3 days off this time now.
Did they?
Yeah. That's what I was. That's what they were saying on the game last night. Let me just double check that and see what we have. That would be Friday at 7:05 Eastern, kid. You got the New York Rangers minus 150 and Tampa Biscuit plus 136 is the opening line with an under over a 5. And kid, I'm glad you didn't play that under.
Yeah, no, I was just getting ready to say that. I did have a light lean on the under, which I didn't. I did not give that out on Twitter. I recapped myself on Twitter. I didn't give out the hockey game. If you're not on Twitter and you're on the show, I think we've been telling you, get on Twitter. And I told you it was a very light lean on the under. And it was working up into the third period. It was 2-1.
I know. It was it was halfway through the second period, I want to say, before they started scoring.
It worked all the way. The second period, there was no scoring in the second period. It was 2-1 from the first period all the way through the second period into the third period.
Got you. Gotcha.
The first goal came. Listen, dude. The first goal came at the 3-minute mark in the third period. The next goal to put it 3-1.
Well, I was watching that, but I was moving back and forth between that and my boy and watching the ass beating of the Atlanta Hawks, and that future goes up in flames for me, brother.
Hey, you lost another future?
I lost a future in Atlanta, man. Dude, son, there was no way out of it, man.
Hey, you didn't hedge out of it for 50 G's?
I couldn't. I know. It's nuts, man. I'm sitting there watching it, man. I'm like, I mean, they were down 10 right out the gate. I said, forget it. There's just no way. I mean, the live line was like minus 1,500 for Cleve. I said, forget it, dude. So, hey, you know what? It is what it is, man. I was too busy ripping up the diamond to even, I got my...
I don't know about ripping up. You got a 1-0 win. I wouldn't exactly
I got a 1-0 win. Hey, a win's a win, player.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it. No, I hear you, but you didn't rip it up.
I tore it up. Mr. Kid, I was up so late watching that too, man. Oh, I'm exhausted
today. Aggravated as hell too.
Kid, you don't even know. Here's my. So we gave out the Detroit Tigers and it won, guys. Just in case you're paying attention to Hatterball these days, but I was gonna do the over in the Angels and Diego game, and I plugged that on the show. But then after I looked at it, man, this guy, it's not Despain, it's Despaigne. That's his name for San Diego. Do you realize that up until last night that the Diego Padres have not given him a run in 3 starts?
Wow.
This cat must not be taking him out for dinner after the game.
Nah, he must definitely be heated with them. Heated with him.
Definitely not. So, hey, that's what ended up happening. So I pulled back off that. I took the Tigers. And so the Tigers are, 1-0 right out the gate first inning, right? So I'm like, dude, I'm in cruise control, strike at first or whatever. Son, the game ends 1-0. And what made me crazy is that, the catcher for Oakland was on fire, throwing out runners that were trying to steal bases and all that, right?
Yep.
So they go top of the 6th, they throw out a runner. They get a leadoff, throw out a runner. Get a leadoff, throw out a runner in the 7th inning. So now it's the top of the 9th, right? Don't you think the Tigers go for it again? I'm like, dude, 3 times in a row, and they could have had bases loaded with no outs in that situation, and got
no way.
Yeah, and they could have had a run in because they flied it out to deep right field. So I would have had a tag up run. Yeah.
Who's their manager?
I don't know, but
That's not the manager.
I can say this about the Detroit Tigers: the bullpen is 100% better than it was last year. And it's been apparent in a lot of their games. So this guy Soria came in and did his damage, with the last 4 outs. So saved me, man. And Mr. David Price came out and did his work. By the way, man.
David Price, is a better pitcher than Harang.
I know that. Well,
okay.
Listen, it's statistically, yeah, I get it. Statistically,
okay, all right.
But
just want to let you know that.
But go back and look at what your money is doing when when you're betting David Price. You know what I'm saying? Up until last night, I did not expect him to pitch 7 scoreless innings, dude. So I was really lucky on that.
I want to say that he was like a Cy Young. Listen, he used to play for Tampa Bay. I want to say 2 years ago. He was like a Cy Young or either won it or something like that maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Then he had an injury. And it was a little shaky and he came back and was back solid again. But, he was dope. At one point, he was even now I think he's still considered, as one of the upper echelon pitchers. But at one point, he was dope. It was Kershaw and actually it was I want to say Billingsley at that. Not Billingsley. Sorry. The other cat they got. The young kid, the Lincecum. It was Lincecum and Price back in that little time period.
Hey, you know what? A win is a win, man. But what a stomach ache that was. Somebody's saying, Weave, I don't know, man, Mr. Weaver. I'm comparing the bullpen from this year to last year. That's a big difference, brother. He's saying that the bullpen is no good. I don't know. He said Oakland had some women waiting for them at the club. Yeah, he could be right there.
Well,
they wanted to get,
that'll get you going.
They wanted to get the hell out of there too. I get it, man. I get it. So moving over to so going back to the NBA real quick, just to recap what my boy did. Son, they're playing really good, man.
So listen, let me tell you something. Don't even come at me with they're playing good with that awful ass Atlanta team. Listen, I told you that if John Wall had been healthy, see some of my stuff. If once we get into the future, you could start seeing where I was coming from. You know what I'm saying? I told you that this Atlanta team was not a good team. Just like I'm going to tell you about what's about to happen tonight. I'm going to tell you what's about to happen tonight, Houston backers. Go ahead and take Houston if you want tonight. Go ahead and get on Houston. You know what? Probably taking Houston in the points isn't that bad of a call. In case Golden State decides to play around, I wouldn't do it with my money. But, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's that bad of a call for you, plus the 10 or 11. But that Houston team is not good either. Just like I told you, Atlanta wasn't good. If Wall had been healthy, Atlanta would have gotten beat. Cleveland looked great last night, but Cleveland's one of those teams that it's like, I don't know, it's like either they get on or they're not. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Well, they play defense. That's the difference maker between them and the teams in the West. So, son, did they get?
I'm not feeling Cleveland's defense.
Did they get the Matrix in the game?
I'm not feeling Cleveland's defense. By the way, I gotta fall back on that.
Did they get Sean Marion in or what? Did he get
my boy been in. He been playing. Remember, I hit you with that game.
The Matrix killing the bench, kid. Damn.
The Matrix is a problem. Listen, don't let the Matrix play you. Don't let the Matrix be the problem. Golden State going underestimating my boy, the Matrix.
The Matrix and Moskov, kid. That's like your 1-2 punch over there.
Moskov is still the clumsiest thing moving. Moskov is like a big-ass Rottweiler. He's like a Rottweiler puppy. You know how clumsy Rottweiler puppies are?
Yep.
That's Moskov.
I know.
Dude, they pass him, and I love when somebody on Cleveland will give him a dope no-look pass, and it's like the no-look pass fooled everybody, including Moskov.
Yeah, I know. So true, man.
And the
so
player's
true.
Looking at himself like, oh, why did I even throw this cat? LeBron's looking at him like, why I even throw this cat the damn ball? I should have just dunked it.
I know. I'll tell you about it. But hey, you know what? They advanced, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Congratulations to my boy. They advanced to the NBA Finals. And, first time in a while with Cleveland. Last time they were there was when my boy was there, and they got swept by the Spurs. So I think he's got a little chip on his shoulder here. We'll see what happens. I think it'll be a good series with whoever they play.
Yo, and I love Moskov because, his agent is blowing him up right now with at the end of the season, dude, we going to be able to get you some dough because you starting in NBA Finals doing your thing. Cats on the other teams going to be like, hell no, we ain't giving you no money. My man gonna be trying to sign for dough. Talking about if it wasn't for him, the Cavs would have never won.
Oh my God! Hey, you know what?
If Kevin Love had been there, you would have saw no playoff play.
Definitely not. But hey, So anyway, let's journey over into tonight's stuff and see what we got. So you started touching on it a little bit. We got the Golden State Warriors and Houston Rockets. Golden State is at home today. We're looking at the line here. I remember it was somewhere in the 10 number yesterday, and it still is. You got Golden State minus 10 to 10.5 with an under-over of 216 to 216.5. So that's what you're on, right?
Klay Thompson said, we just don't want to come back to Houston.
I feel him. Why would they? I feel him.
Well, you beat him by the most points. You beat him by the whole series in Houston.
Good point.
And I don't know if Dwight Howard, man, I don't know. NBA's been playing games with him. The NBA seems to change his speed in these playoff situations. I don't like that. You got to hold your ground with these calls, but they're letting him play. They're not ejecting him for throwing an elbow. I don't know. His elbow was pretty blatant to me. It was as blatant as the Horford for Atlanta, but he didn't get thrown out of the game.
It was more of like a back punch. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, he was tied up for a while. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But you don't throw a fist. You know what I mean? But
that's what I'm saying. But hey, whatever. I want him to be there anyway because I want to see him smiling and laughing as he's getting threed on all day. So I actually want him in the lineup tonight.
And so you're feeling Golden State, but you're putting it in. You're closing out a money line parlay.
I'll close out a money line par. But guys, feel free to start. Okay, guys, we do the overlap system again. We're going to open up another one. Take Golden State money line. I got to tell you, I'm taking the Rangers, man. I mean, I need the Rangers badly anyway because I have them in my future play. But I'm telling you, I think all the momentum's in their corner. They're at home. The play's going to be electric. And I know that the other team I know Tampa Bay has won in New York, but hey, man, I think New York is charmed. Listen, I told you guys New York was going to win the Stanley Cup. I'm not still standing by that, but I think they're going to Tampa Bay should have beat them in Tampa Bay because coming back and beating them in New York, I mean, I'm not saying that they can't do it because they can, but I like my chances with the Rangers, and I'm probably going to take the Rangers. So I feel that I know I'm taking the Rangers. So you can take Golden State, you can money line and parlay and leave a spot open. You can close it with the Rangers, or you can wait for something else. So you still got some options left.
Hey, real quick, my man Clown Man Swag pointed this out to me, and I just want to send our thoughts and prayers out to everybody, all the victims in Texas right now, in Houston. They're having some major flooding, man, and there's people missing and all that. So
there's tornadoes and everything going on down there.
Yeah, so you know what? We hope everybody, everybody that's missing gets found, and thoughts and prayers to all the families that are stressed out right now, guys. That's a big problem out there. So, hey, man, you're getting the support from the biggest show in the world. That's all I can say about that. Big ups to Big Money G. I got Jason Riley out there. I've got, Booze and Bets. I got Face Kicker. I got Richard Comack. I got my man Doc. What's up, buddy? I got J Cash, G Rose, The Cheese, WTF. Good morning to you. Sleepy J at pregame. What's up, buddy? I got Vev. I got Smokey. I've got Soccer's Finest. Let's see. Damn, Twitter's electric this morning, kid. I got Mo. I got C. Rodriguez Jr., the Canadian capper, Tommy King. I got Boston Boy Immaculate, Getting a Check, Gene Atkins. Let's see. Wow. Nicholas J is out there. Hey, how about the D in the Tigers, man? Long Woo.
Jason Frost sent me a pic of some dudes with some muscles, and that's cool, but I'm not into dudes.
Yippa82 all the way in Australia as well. Yippa82 all the way in Australia as well, man. So, all right, let's so you're taking that. And by the way,
for you guys, I don't want anybody to get hurt with the bad weather, and I don't really wish no tornadoes or nothing on nobody. But I just want to say that we get pummeled in the East Coast with snow, so I feel bad for you.
Yeah, man, we actually get hurricanes and stuff in October and stuff. I mean, a lot of people lose their homes and stuff. It's really bad.
Right.
Really
we
bad.
get hit with our own batch of bad weather for dealing with the nonsense out of here. So I feel bad for you. I hope that everything is I want you guys to all really be safe.
We feel your pain.
Get in the basements. Well, I don't know what you're doing that. Well, fortunately, I guess it gets too cold here for a tornado.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It sucks over here, man. But hey, all right. So, and then what they did was they actually posted a line, Dream, Cleveland at Golden State.
Yep.
For Thursday with Golden State minus 5.5 to 6. I love that. I wonder if the Houston coach is showing them that they're already.
Yeah, he could show it to him. Dwight Howard's probably smiling at it.
He's like, I'm taking Cleve.
Hey, the thing is, you know what? How are they going to play already on Thursday, though? I mean, with the game ended tonight, but the NHL game is not going until Friday.
I don't know.
I would have figured
That's got to be wrong.
I would have figured the NBA game would go Friday. That way it could get a chance. Yeah, it's Friday.
June 4th. It's Thursday, June 4th is the NBA Finals.
Oh, it is?
So it's a week away.
Oh, okay.
All right. So,
I was going to say, that seemed a little bit messed up.
Yeah, I was looking at that cross-eyed. I was like, really? I love the odds makers getting all greedy already. You know what, guys? We're going to exploit them, man. You want to keep getting greedy, feel free to do it, sportsbooks. Next one we got on the ticket.
Rick Lopez, yes!
All right. Let's see. So we got the let's talk about the NHLs. Okay, we got the Anaheim Ducks coming into the Chicago Blackhawks. Chicago minus 137 with an under-over of 5. Think the Blackhawks get it done or what?
I don't actually. I think the Ducks are. I just think the Ducks are better, man. I don't know why. I mean, just based on their gameplay, I think the Ducks win the series tonight. I do. I'm not betting it. I'm not recommending. I'm not betting it. I don't want to give it to you guys because it's just right now. I'm going from the gut solely. I don't think Chicago's manhandling and bullying tactics are affecting the Ducks at all. I think the Ducks are loose, and I think the Ducks are going to close this series out tonight. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not going to bet it, though. I'm falling back. I'm easy because, I've been winning. I got my money on Golden State. I'm going to just hang there. But, guys, I like the Ducks tonight.
You know what I like? I like watching the puck drop, getting a feel for it first. You know what I'm saying?
I love you now got a feel for hockey.
I do. In-game play it.
You watched your first 2 hockey games of your life.
Actually, no. I started watching it last year with you with the Kings. Remember?
I know. No, I'm teasing. You're in the middle of baseball, and now you got a feel for hockey.
Son, I got 3 words for you. It's called winning. That's all I got to say about that. All right. So you're thinking Anaheim gets it done?
I think Anaheim gets it done tonight, man. I just, the Blackhawks, I told you they rely too much on Kane. I just feel like their reliance on Kane is too much. I don't know. It's a tough call. I mean, the Blackhawks are a good team too. Just my stomach is just telling me Anaheim wins tonight.
Yeah, but you're not plugging that for anybody to bet that, are you?
I'm not. What is it plus again?
It's plus 1. Let's see. Plus 132 is the best you can get right now.
Man, the Ducks plus 132, man. For you guys that like playing dogs, you know what? I don't think that's a bad idea. I mean, go do your own homework. Make sure you like it. I'm just going from the gut and how I feel. I just feel like Anaheim's going to win the series tonight. I don't know why. I just do. They beat them in Chicago. And I just like the Ducks, man. I think the Ducks are dope. I think the Ducks are winning the Stanley Cup now. I honestly do.
Wow.
I was stuck on the Rangers, but now I'm falling off of them, and I'm moving to the Ducks. I think the Ducks are the best team left out of these 3 as far as all around. I think that they're playing the best hockey, and it's about that team that's playing the best hockey and the best momentum. I've been actually surprised the way the Ducks have dealt with Chicago. I really have, and I think they get it done again tonight. You know what might be safer though is I think every one of these games has gone over, so I don't know why you wouldn't take the over again.
That's a good point. But like I said, man, the hockey's so tough to call. I mean, the hockey's been breaking a lot of bankrolls lately. And I got news for you, dude. Everybody's going to be on the Rangers on Friday.
Oh, I know that.
So, I don't recommend anybody going ham on hockey right out the gate. You can't. Doubling down, tripling down, stuff like that. You can't do it, bro. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
So, all right, let's go over to the Diamond and see what we got. So that's just a light lean, but you are not recommending that at all.
Not recommending it. It's just my gut feeling, guys. I like the Ducks. Maybe if I really get swayed and I play it, I will put it out there for you. But tail at your own risk. I don't want to hear no crap if I lose, because I'm just getting back to winning again. But I like the Ducks, man. I do like them.
All right, so let's talk about the diamond and see what we got. Right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 day games, dude.
God.
11 day.
That's the real reason why you guys love baseball.
11 day games. We got the Texas Rangers at the Cleveland Indians. Let's see. Texas has Colby Lewis on the mound. Cleveland has Carlos Carrasco. Cleveland minus 160 with an under-over of 8.5. You got it pulled up?
I do not. I'm busy thinking about what would happen if football changed to the summer, if anybody would even watch baseball.
No. I know. Oh, I got
NFL,
it.
do me a favor.
So I'm feeling the baseball.
Open up the season in May.
Yeah, right. Colby Lewis for the Texas Rangers has a 4-2 record with a 3.49 ERA. Carlos Carrasco, damn. Too many cigars over the weekend.
Carlos Carrasco, 5-4 with a 4.74 ERA. The Rangers are 23-23 at home. All around, and a 17-10 record on the road. The Indians are 20-25. They are 9-14 at home. And I gave you Colby Lewis's number, so we're straight. The game's at 12:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Damn, man. Damn, a lot of day games today. Texas Rangers 5-0 straight up in the last 5, winners of 5 straight games, guys, as we've been talking about. You got to pay them a little bit of attention. They've been scoring a lot of runs. They've scored, 44 runs in 5 games. So that's 8.5 runs a game in this 5-game winning streak here. But Cleveland is 6-2 straight up in the last 8. Texas is superior in most categories here, but this is a really tough game for me to call. I mean, I'm looking at it. I would be forcing it if I gave you a play here. Carrasco, it's 4.74 ERA. No opinion here, guys. We are going to keep it moving and move on to the next one. So, next one I got on the ticket, I got the Colorado Rockies at the Cincinnati Reds. Colorado has Kyle Kendrick on the mound. Cincinnati has Mike Leake. Cincinnati minus 160 with an under-over of 8. Cincinnati's 9-game losing streak came to an end yesterday with a walk-off. Go for it. What you got?
The Reds are 19-26. They are 10-10 at home. Mr. Leake is 2-3 with a 4.14 ERA. Kendricks is 1-6 with a 6.58 ERA. And they are 18-26. They are 10-13 on the road.
All right, so that is one of the nastier games on the ticket, guys. I don't have an opinion. I mean, if I had a slight lean, I would say Cincinnati here, but the juice is a little bit heavy, minus 160. Not that I'm ever afraid of that, but I'm waiting for Cueto to come up for Cincy versus Colorado. So I'm going to fall back from that one and keep it moving. Next game we got on the ticket, we got the Miami Marlins coming into the Pittsburgh Pirates. Miami has Brad Hand on the mound. Pittsburgh has Jarrett Cole. I am looking for a line here. I don't have one up yet on the website I'm looking at. I'm going to go up to sportsbetterstv.com and see what I can find there. Give me 1 second. Let's move it a little bit slow. MLB lines. Let's see. We got Pittsburgh minus 192. Wow. With an under-over of 7. Damn, dude. What you got?
Oh, hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. Here we go. Hand is 0-1 with a 5.48 ERA. The Marlins are 18-29 all around. They are 8-14 on the road. The Pirates are 23-22, 14-9 at home. Cole is 0-2 with a 2.05 ERA. That game has a 12:35 p.m. Eastern Standard start.
192 for the Pittsburgh Pirates, man.
I knew this was coming.
That's a lot. Miami stinks, though. I said this yesterday. You know what I mean? And I don't know. That's just too much. I can't do it. Because you know what? That'll be the game where Miami sneaks a win. I'm going to fall back from that one as well. Guys, I'm sorry about this. I mean, we got a lot of games to talk about here. But moving on to the next one is the Chicago White Sox at the Toronto Blue Jays. Chicago White Sox have Jeff Samardzija. Toronto has Marco Estrada. Toronto minus 120 with an under-over of 9. And how about them bats yesterday again, kid? 10-9 victory.
Samardzija's 4-2 with a 4.28 ERA. The White Sox are 19-24, 7-14 away. The Blue Jays are 22-26, 14-11 at home. The Estrada is 1-3 with a 3.90 ERA.
Kid Picks just hit me up and said he's been waiting all morning to hear this track. Love the Kid Picks. The Kid Picks is like a pit bull, man. He gets all the haters off us. That's like our special little Twitter bodyguard.
Because Kid Pick, he has something like he knows personal about our haters, which I love. I tell him he's crazy because he'll like tell him something personal, and that usually gets him right off the set. He'll be like, "Stop showing pics of your mom and dad's house on the shore." Cats will be like, "How'd you know that was my mom and dad's house?" Okay, my bad.
I'll leave SBTV alone now.
That's my boy, man. I love that dude. That dude, listen, and you guys don't know, we started fighting with the Kids Picks originally. Hatter and the Kids Pick was going at it. Then he came at me a little bit, and I wasn't having it. I went back at him raw, and then I guess somewhere in there, like it was one of those, you punch me in the stomach, I punch you in the face, I punch you in the stomach, you punch me in the face, and we kind of, just met mano a mano. And then finally when my boy did get to Vegas, I got a chance to meet with him and find out that he's, a really cool cat. And I always understood where he was coming from, though, as I was telling Hatter, this dude is, real. I said he had a business, he gave up his business to do this, so I really feel his passion, you know what I'm saying? But he is rough as hell around the edges. It's like raised by a pack of wolves.
Yes, definitely. Moving on to the next game, guys, because you know what? I mean, the Toronto Bats have been on point. Samardzija's ERA is dusty as hell.
And he's being a smartass about wanting to hear this call, by the way.
Yeah, right. I'm sure. You look at that, you would think that Toronto should get the job done, but Marco Estrada for them has a 5.4 ERA with an 0-3 record. So, if anything, you almost got to look at
Estrada at 1-3 with a 3.9 ERA.
I'm seeing 5.4. I don't know, but either way, dude, regardless,
yep,
I'm not taking it.
Okay.
Toronto's playing pretty good baseball, man. They're 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games and 4-2 straight up in the last 6 at home. The White Sox are 1-7 straight up in the last 8 games. I mean, they've been, trying to make it happen. It's just not, especially during, against Toronto here. And Toronto is 4 games under 500. If they can get the pitching dead right, dude, I think that they could be a problem in the AL East. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's just the pitching has been so horrific for them. So, we're not going to take that game. Let's see. The next one we got on the ticket here is, here's a game I'm taking, okay? And I like it, and I don't normally take underdogs. But in this spot, I'm going to take a shot. I don't know if it's going to be as heavy as I normally play, but we're looking at the K-Sizzle Royals coming into the New York Stanks. Now, the K-Sizzle Royals have Chris Young on the mound. The New York Stanks have Mr. Michael Pineda, who got absolutely torched by the Texas Rangers, giving up a touchdown in the 3rd inning. 7-run spot against the Rangers. K-Sizzle is plus 118 with an under-over of 7.5. What you got there, brother?
Mr. Young is 4-0 with a 0.78 ERA. The Royals are 28-17, 11-10 on the road. The Yankees are 24-22, 11-10 at home. Pineda is 5-2 with a 3.59 ERA. You love playing around with this Yankee team.
I'm betting against them today.
All right.
Guys, let me do my homework. I'll put it out later on Twitter with the hashtag Hatter. But I'm very, very inclined to take the K-Sizzle Royals. As a matter of fact, I think that line is going to change. I think it's going to even out more. So, I mean, if you can get a good look at the roster before that happens, I mean, these rosters aren't going to come out probably for, almost 10 o'clock now. we're probably somewhere about an hour and a half from now where the roster's going to come out. So to see, who they're sitting and whatnot, if they're sitting anybody. But I think K-Sizzle gets the job done today. So we'll keep it moving from there. Next one we got on the tick, we got the Philadelphia Phillies coming into the New York Mets. Philadelphia has Sean O'Sullivan on the mound. New York Mets, have Noah Syndergaard. Syndergaard's been pitching really well. The track is insane. You're right. Let's see. New York Mets minus 190 with an under-over of 7.5. What you got there, brother?
My man O'Sullivan is 1-3 with a 3.54 ERA. The Phillies are 19-29, 7-19 on the road. The Mets are 26-21. Man, they couldn't get this any smaller. 19-6 at home. Syndergaard is 1-2 with a 3.63 ERA.
Syndergaard, man, I've been watching him. I haven't bet him yet. Coming off, let's see, he's only had a couple of outings here, and last one was pretty good. Taking a look at this game, let's see.
He still ain't ready to replace. I don't really like what they did with Dylan G, man.
I know. I struggle with him a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to watch him a little bit more. I know I keep saying that, guys. He started 3 games now, but this is a tough spot because the Phillies want to beat them really, really, really bad. Looking at this, I mean, the Mets' overall defense are only letting up 3.6 runs a game, man, defensively, surprisingly. I think we're going to watch this game, guys. Philadelphia 1-5 straight up in the last 6. Everything points to taking the Mets, especially statistics, but something has a bad smell on this game, and I'm not going to take it. Next game we got on the ticket, we got the Seattle Mariners coming into the Tampa Biscuit Rays. Seattle has Mr. King Felix on the mound. Felix Hernandez. Tampa Biscuit has Chris Archer. Let's see. Seattle has minus 130 juice with an under-over of 6.5 kid. People are going crazy over your track.
This is stupid.
Canadian Capper wants to know what the name of this track is, brother. It's Chris Brown AYO. AYO. Kid Pick said we got to get to the club with the SBTVNation again.
It's gonna take us a year to get that back going again.
Yes, we got.
I still ain't fully cool with that yet.
Keep it moving, man. What you got there?
By the way, we will be up. We will definitely be in Atlantic City with you very soon, player.
Yes, definitely.
Definitely need a little weekend trip, weekend run up there. So go ahead, brother.
Talk to me about the King Felix numbers and all that.
King Felix's numbers. He's 7-1 with a 2.19 ERA. The Mariners are 22-23 with 11-13 on the road. Tampa Bay is 24-23. They are 13-13 at home. My man Archer is 5-4 with a 2.40 ERA. I love now. I don't want to play no score first innings no more.
Yeah, no, you want to get score first inning, right?
And last night there was 2 that I liked and I didn't, and they hit, and now I'm like, I don't want to even be bothered with them no more. And after hearing some of the numbers and looking at the statistics, it was better when it was just like my little secret junkie thing when I could just play it like that. Now that I'm getting more educated about it, now I'm run off of my own stuff.
I know.
Plus, by the way, Kid Picks is always on my back about playing them. He's like, stop playing those. They're stupid. Stop playing them. I'm like, dude, can I have my one chunky play?
I know. So, how's my boy King Felix looking today?
King Felix, I don't know, man. Tampa Bay's a beast at home. They're 13-13. I shouldn't call them a beast, but we've been talking about how they're quietly winning. Archer's not a slouch. 6-4, 2.40 ERA. That's not too much of a slouch. I don't know, brother. The Mariners, Felix is dope. Mariners bats don't scare you though.
That's why I'm looking at the no score first inning on this game, brother.
I know, I like it, but I can't do them no more, man.
I pick my spots. I don't do them every day. I do them a couple of times a week.
I pick mine too. I'm with you. I'm like completely. I'm like. If ever I was pensive about him in the beginning, now I'm even more pensive about him. But come on, let's let's do the game.
Yeah, I know. So
talk about the game.
Yeah, taking a look at it, man. I think I'm going to go with the no score first inning on that game. I don't think I really have an opinion, so to speak, but that'll be the one that I do. So we'll go no score first inning, guys. It's gonna be a very, very, very light play. It's because it's probably juicy as hell, dude. It's probably like minus 170 or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So, all right, scrolling back to the next one here. Let's see what we got. We got the Boston Red Sox coming into the Minnesota Twins. How about them Twins, kid?
Yep.
They don't stop.
My boy Big Pelf.
I know. Pelf did his thing last night, man. And Buckholz looks like a WWE wrestler with a slick back, wet ass hair, huh? Coming out there looking crazy.
That's that Razor Ramon cat.
Yeah, I know. I never understood that, man. Why did the wrestlers come out with their hair soaking wet, man? What is that all about? That would piss me off if I was wrestling this cat.
They want that grunge look.
It's bad enough you gotta, have them sweating all over you and be touching them and all that. You know what I'm saying?
The girls love that dude, by the way. So, whatever. I be slick back, too. It's obviously working for him.
Yeah, I guess so.
What stinks is when you get like Jake the Snake and you're slick back, but you got a big bald spot in the middle of your ponytail. That's when it's time to let the ponytail loose.
Yes, you're right, man. You're right. Absolutely. Anyway, let's keep it moving. So, I don't know what the cat. Going off subject for a minute. I don't know what these cats do when like you got a big cat like the Big Show laying on you that hasn't had deodorant or something. My God. Anyway, Boston Red Sox.
I hope the wrestlers. I can't even imagine the hygiene on some of them cats.
Oh my God, like Mark Henry or something.
I was just getting ready to say him.
Oh.
I be like, yo, get off me.
I'd be wanting to throw up in the ring. I really would. Boston has
Booker T. Listen. Booker T sounds exact. I've been saying it for a minute. I don't know if you guys have beat this. Go listen to Cedric the Entertainer. Just listen, find a clip on YouTube, listen to his voice, in a stand-up or something, and then listen to Booker T. They sound exactly alike. Every time my kid has it on, I look, because I'm like, hey, who's that, Cedric? Because I used to love watching Cedric the Entertainer on the Steve Harvey show and on his own show and whatever. And every time I hear Booker T, I swear it's Cedric the Entertainer.
Definitely. So Boston Red Sox have Rick Porcello on the mound. Minnesota has Phillip Hughes. Minnesota minus 115 with an under-over of 9 runs, dude. 9 runs in this game. Wow. What you got there?
Porcello is 4-3 with a 5.07 ERA. The Red Sox are 21-25, 11-13 on the road. The Twins are 27-18, 16-6. At home, they got Phil Hughes on the mound. He's 3-4 with a 4.50 ERA.
That's exactly why.
1:10 p.m. start.
That's exactly why it's a it's a high total there. Here's another one of the all-star tracks, kid.
Yep.
Love it. Let's take a look at this. Porcello, you already discussed his numbers. Boston is 2-5 straight up in the last 7 games. Minnesota 6-1 straight up in the last 6. This Minnesota team, it's not like they're, home scoring. Here's the big reason why they're winning. At home, they're scoring 5.5 runs a game, bro. Ranked number 1 in the MLB. Unreal, huh?
Yes, sir.
And overall scoring 4.6, so they're ranked 4th overall. So taking a look at this, Boston is, let me see. Just taking a look at what Boston's doing here. They're not. Boston's kind of sluggish, man. They're ranked like in the middle of all the stats. You know what I'm saying? Like they're ranked, anywhere from 11 to 19 with most statistical categories.
Right.
This Twins team. I don't know if they're going to sweep the Red Sox. The Red Sox are really bad, but I don't have an opinion on this, guys. I'm really sorry about that. The only thing I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at K-Sizzle as an underdog, and I'm looking at the no-score first inning in King Felix and Chris Archer with Seattle, Tampa Bay. Next one we got on the ticket, we got the San Francisco Giants at the Milwaukee Brewers. San Fran has Ryan Vogelsong on the mound. Milwaukee has Michael Fires. Don't have a line, but let me take a look.
I got
and
it.
See. What do you got?
I got it. Because I got the lines already pulled up for you.
Good.
Let's see. Milwaukee is.
Thought you had it pulled up, player.
I did. It's here. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. I'm looking. It's under San Francisco. Sorry, brother. Milwaukee is minus. Milwaukee's minus.
I got
118.
Yeah, 118. 118 went under over of 8.5.
Yeah. How's that? Because they're home. I mean,
they've been pesky, man.
Okay.
So I mean that's the thing. It's like if you look at them, I mean, they had that horrible slide at the beginning of the year.
Right.
But they're not, I mean, as of late, they've been up and down. I'm going to leave it at that. So, I mean, if you look at it, but, I mean, in the last 7, 1-6. So, maybe they're figuring that they're due a win or something like that.
But the Giants been on fire, no?
I hear you, man. The Giants have been tearing it up, man. 10-2 straight up in the last 12. They're like one of the hottest teams in baseball right now.
I know.
And they're scoring a lot of runs, man. They're scoring
for them.
Yeah, no, for everybody, dude. They scored 6 runs, 8 runs in the last 2 games. 14 runs. So, and their away scoring, number 1 in the league on the road. Wow. 5.2 runs.
So they look like an awesome team to take plus money.
Yeah, you would think. Maybe plus a 1.5.
Bulldogs on the mound. He is 3-2 with a 4.60 ERA. The Giants are 27-20, 13-11 on the road. The Brewers are 16-31, 8-17 at home. Fires is 1-4 with a 4.63 ERA. Definitely a score first inning.
I don't know. Just be. I'm waiting for the real Giants bats to show up at some point. You know what I mean?
I know.
Next one we got on the ticket. We got the Detroit Tigers coming into the Oakland A's. Detroit has Alfredo Simon. Oakland has Scott Kazmir. Oakland minus 130 with an under-over of 7.5. So Detroit is actually an underdog today. And I called it, dude. What'd I say? Every time I take Detroit, they give me a one-score game. And
Right.
It's a stomach ache. You know what I'm saying? But I've been, pretty successful at it, stomach aching that to death. What you got there?
Simon's 5-2 with a 2.67 ERA. The Tigers are 27-20, 13-8 away. The Athletics are 17-31, 6-15 at home. Kazmir is 2-3 with a 3.09 ERA.
Wow. Taking a look at this, I mean, Detroit is superior in everything, man. Runs for, runs against, run differential. If you're $100 better on Oakland, you are down $1,902, man. I was going to make a joke about some, some cappers that come at me, but I'm going to fall back from it.
I ain't even into that no more. You know
I know.
why? Because you know why I love? Because people have been undercoverly putting their numbers out, and I noticed that since the numbers, the real numbers been floating, cats been really curving their mouth.
Yes. Alfredo Simon's pitching pretty well this year for the Detroit Tigers. I'm really kind of scratching my head with Kazmir being favored here for Oakland. Detroit 4-2 straight up in the last 6 games on the road. Oakland 5-15 in the last 20. Wow. Oakland, and another stat that I heard, guys, is that Oakland has been terrible in day games this year. Really, really bad. I think that not yesterday, but the day before on Monday, I want to say that was their first day victory this year. I could be wrong about that, guys. If the SBTV Nation could help me out with that information, but I'm almost positive that was their first day victory. You almost have to take the Tigers here, bro. But after stomach aching them last night, I think that was I got the Tigers out of my system. I'm going to wait till they come home before I bet them again. So I'm going to fall back from it. But if you guys are betting Oakland every day, you are in big, big, big trouble with your bankrolls. Any opinion there or no?
No.
Okay. Next one we got on the ticket, we got the Houston Astros that decided to, instead of winning on Monday when I bet them, they wanted to win Tuesday. They have Colin McHugh on the mound. Baltimore has Ubalo Jimenez. Pretty much even money all across the board with an under-over of 8. What you got?
Jimenez is 3-3 with a 2.82 ERA. The Orioles are 20-23. They are 14-10 at home. The Astros 30-17, 15-7 on the road. McHugh is 5-2 with a 4.06 ERA.
I got cats all over here talking about wrestling now. Let's see. Chris Archer, Bomb Squad is telling me Chris Archer is 2-4 at home with a 3.38 ERA, and on the road, King Felix is 3-0 with a 0.45. That leads me to the no-score first inning, and my boy Ben Diaz is telling me that it's a minus 160, bro. I'll do it. It's gonna be light, guys. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, I can cash that, see where it lands. But
for Jimenez.
No, I'm going back to the no score first inning with the
gotcha.
with the Seattle and Tampa Biscuit. But talking about Jimenez in Houston here, let's take a look at it. I mean, Houston has been 13 games over 500, man. No one would have ever anticipated that. I know Dr. Dan has them in the future plus 4,000 to win the division, bro. So that's looking pretty good. That's looking pretty good there. Houston is superior in pretty much everything as far as stats. Runs for, runs against, runs differential, team ERA, offensive hits, offensive walks, offensive strikeouts. And if you are a $100 bettor on the Houston Astros, you are up $1,353. Wow. Houston 10-4 straight up in the last 14 games. The total has gone under in 6 of the last 7 Houston games. So, and the total's going under in, let's see, 11 out of Baltimore's 14 at home. So, you know, maybe you take a shot with the under, but you know what, guys? I'm not recommending that at all. I mean, it is 8.5. If you could maybe find a 9 somewhere, it might be a play. But then again, Houston, at some point, those bats can get alive. So I don't recommend it. I'm just kind of talking it out. Next one we got on the ticket, we got the Washington Nasties at the Chicago Cubs.
I love everybody's playing during the day but the Cubs.
Yeah, right. Unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. So, going back to this one here, Washington has Matt Scherzer on the mound. The Cubs have Mr. John Lester, who's been having a pretty decent year, man. Washington minus 115. I have no total yet on that game. What you got?
Scherzer is 5-3 with a 1.67 ERA, which is very good. The Nationals are 27-19. They are 13-12 away. The Cubs are 25-20. They are 14-9 at home. Lester is 4-2 with a 3.56 ERA.
These teams are both doing really well. And Washington is 8-2 straight up in the last 10, where the Cubs are 10-5 in the last 15. You know, this is more of a coin flip for me. I mean, Lester and Scherzer, you may want to take a look at that. That might be another no-score first inning, to be honest with you. But you know what? I like the King Felix one way better, and I don't like doing 2 of those a day, guys. So, taking a look at this here, let me just see. Let me look at some stats and see what we got. Washington overall scoring 4.7 runs a game. Washington's away scoring 5.2, so they are, besides the Giants, man, they're doing pretty good. They're ranked second in the league there. And Washington's road ERA allowed, they're ranked number 1. So, you know what, guys? That's a coin flip. I mean, I have no opinion. I wish I did, but I'm not one of them guys. Listen, I gotta really, really feel a game to plug in, and I just don't. That just doesn't do it for me, man. Next one we got on the ticket, we got the Arizona D-backs coming into the St. Lucia Cardinals. Arizona has Josh Comenter, St. Lucia, Lance Lynn, St. Lucia minus 175 with an under-over of 7.5. What you got there, brother?
The Comenter is 3-5 with a 5.19 ERA. Lynn is 3-4 with a 3.46 ERA. The Diamondbacks are 21-24. They are 10-11 away on the road. The Cardinals are 30-16. They are 17-5 at home.
St. Lucia's overall defense is ranked number 1 in MLB, giving up 3 runs a game, guys. That's very impressive. And I'll be honest with you, I mean, defensively and pitching, I mean, without Wainwright, no one ever anticipated that. So, Yeah, I think you got to take a look at this team. I know everybody's favoring the Dodgers and they're favoring the Washington Nasties or whatever, but you got to pay attention to the St. Lucia Cardinals. You have to, as far as the future's concerned. Dude, how about Kershaw yesterday, though? No, not getting off subject, but I mean the Dodgers. If Kershaw could pitch like that throughout October, I think there'll be a problem.
Yep,
I really do. You got him and Greinke, so. That's pretty good. And the bats are starting to come alive out there. They scored 8 runs last night. If you look at St. Lucia statistically, I mean, they are like ranked in the top 5 in a lot of different categories, man. Overall scoring, home ERA, overall defense, home ERA allowed. It is very, very tough to. You have their home record there, dude?
I don't.
All right. I know that.
Wait, you talking about the Dodgers?
No, the St. Lucia Cardinals.
The home record, I'm sorry, is 17-5. Yep, 17-5.
17-5. So if you're betting St. Lucia at home, man, you guys are cashing all day long there, brother. That's why they're giving that much juice. There may be a game here where Arizona steals one. So I say if you bet St. Lucia the last 2 nights, take your money and run. Next one we got on the ticket, we got the San Diego Padres coming into the LA Angels. San Diego has Andrew Kashner on the mound. LA has Garrett Richards. LA minus 170 with an under-over of 7. What you got there?
The San Diego Padres are 22-25. They're 11-13 on the road. Kashner's 1-7 with a 2.89 ERA. The Angels are 23-23, 11-10 at home. Richards is 4-2 with a 2.98 ERA.
San Diego, dude, after making all those moves in the offseason, 3-8 straight up in the last 11 games. I mean, they were the talk of the town. You know what I mean? They brought in they brought in Big Game Shields, and they brought in all these other guys and all that, and they were supposed to be, a dominant team here. They're 22-25. Not to say their season's over, because it's not, but that's a big letdown over there. And their pitching, just besides Big Game Shields, has been pretty bad, man. So, taking a look at this, I mean, the LA Angels, 1 game under 500. I think the LA Angels are better than this. I really do. And I think that they're going to make a push, as maybe after the All-Star break or whatever. But, they're 2-4 straight up in the last 6 games. 4-1 straight up in the last 5 at home, though. I think the LA Angels get the job done tonight. I am not betting the game. It's just a lean guy. So take a look at that. Maybe it's something that you want to do some homework in. But I expect the LA Angels at some point to turn their season around. I do.
Guys, looking at this card today, go easy with that score first innings, because you got a bunch of pitching duels out there today. So I will go easy on the score first innings today, because I see a few very good possible no score first innings.
I agree with you on that. So, all right, so scrolling to the next one here, guys. I like this track right here, kid. All right, so let's see. The last one we got on the ticket, we got the Atlanta Braves at the LA Dodgers.
You could always tell when Hat don't got nothing to do, because he kind of, hangs around with it. And then when he got something to do after the show, he's right to business. In here plugging his own DJ in.
Dude, I do have a bunch of stuff to do, actually.
Dude, you got like a sign like Tiesto out in front of the office right now, lit up because you're on.
It's got a big hat on it. It's
got a big hat. Had got a big hat with it lit up in neon because he's spinning right now. Bunch of groupies out front. Bunch of 14, 13-year-olds out front dancing. He got a little speaker outside his office.
I'm gonna get a Hatter shirt that says it's called Winning on it.
He got a little speaker outside the office. DJ Hat.
Yes, definitely, man. Oh, man. Final one. Atlanta Braves at the LA Dodgers. Atlanta has Alex Wood on the mound. LA has Zach Greinke. LA minus 220 with an under-over of 6.5. What you got there?
A. Wood is 2-2 with a 3.83 ERA. The Braves are 22-23. They are 10-13 on the road. Dodgers are 28-17, 21-6 at home. Greinke's 5-1 with a 1.48 ERA.
All right, so I mean, all roads lead to Mr. Greinke to take him, but it's minus 220 juice. And guys, I hate when people take the run line to offset the juice and lose by 1 run or lose by a half. I hate that. But that's, hey, to each his own. Guys, I know some people have been very successful at that. I wish you the best of luck because I know I'm going to see that all across the board, dude. Dodgers minus 1.5. I can tell you.
Buy it down to 1, guys, so at least you push.
Yeah, it kind of splits the juice in half. So, I mean, if you had a minus 220, you're probably like even money at minus 1.5, and you're probably minus 150, minus 1. So, definitely something to take a look at. This Braves team's been getting pounded by them, so, you know, Atlanta 1-10 straight up in the last 11 when playing the Dodgers. Damn, Dodgers got their number, huh? Woo, brutal. The LA Dodgers home ERA allowed, number 1. Wow. And their home scoring, they're doing pretty well here as well. So, guys, you know what? Hey, I wish you the best of luck. Obviously, I mean, you would think that Greinke gets the job done here, but every pitcher is due a loss at some point. So be careful. That's all I got to say about that. And that does it for the MLBs, dude. So what I'm looking at right now is, the MLB is strong today, huh? Damn.
It always is.
I'm looking at the K-Sizzle Royals as an underdog today.
I don't like that play.
I didn't like the series. But hey, you don't have to like it.
It could go. They'll be swept today, by the way. The Yankees will end up sweeping them if they win today, you know.
I know that. I just don't know if they're going to get swept, man. You know, I got to do, guys, listen, I have to do more homework on this. You know what I'm saying? So let me do it and see what I come up with. But, you know, I haven't really had much on the ticket with all them games. You would think that I had more, you know? But,
we should have actually rolled up there and checked that game out today.
Son, you always say that. You with your dusty plan making.
I didn't, it's not like I got really baseball on my brain right now.
Yo, the dream is the dustiest friend ever with plans. Let me tell you something.
With my kids' little league wearing me out.
He'll have it. We're going out Friday night. So now I tell my bride goes and makes plans and all that, right? It'll be 5 o'clock on Friday.
God,
it'd be like 5 o'clock on Friday. It'd be like, I gotta cancel, son. I gotta.
Son, please, before I tell everybody the real truth about you going out. All right, Hatter's one of their friends who only can go out when his wife has plans.
Yeah, right. Whatever, kid.
Right? So you always know when his wife got something planned. Hatter hits you up with, yo, let's go out. I'm dolo tonight, though. Like, he's dope. It's because his wife is like, I'm out of here. I'm going to Boston with my girlfriends. So now Hatter's trying to act like he's just pulling up. So now I'll go by the crib to get over and go check him out. Yo, where's wife at? Oh, she's not here. Oh, no wonder you were sweating me to go out this week.
Oh, man. Hey, last I checked, the last couple of vacations I went on, I was by myself. So,
only because your boy made that happen for you.
Oh, yeah, right.
Tell the truth,
Oh,
son.
my God. Stop.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, right, kid. Wow. Son, this is
only reason Vegas happened was because my wife went to Puerto Rico. Don't even try it.
Oh, whatever.
Tell the truth. Don't let Hat fool you.
Oh, man. Guys, who do you put?
Hat's marriage is fresh still. They're still in that honeymoon stage, holding hands, you know what I'm saying, drinking wine. Me and my wife got a business arrangement. All right, it's called a bit. Once you get married, once you married for a minute, it's a business arrangement.
That's real promising to all the guys that are engaged, huh?
Hey, I'm just telling you guys. If you are, don't do it.
Son, I preach that to my son every day, man. I'm like, buddy,
I know. And
listen.
by the way, ask who told Hat that prior to him doing it 1,000,000 times. Knucklehead still went walking down the aisle looking like Chuck Chill Out. I wanted the homie to clown him in the head. What you do? Get out of it. Get off of this altar.
Oh, man. Anyway, all right. So, we got to get up out of here, brother.
We do.
All right.
Today was absolutely a ball. Today was one of the funnest shows I've done in a minute. As you guys can see, I'm in a fantastic mood today. And it was a lot of fun doing this today.
Absolutely, man. So the only thing you're doing is closing out the Golden State parlay?
Dude, I'm doing playoff sports. I'm not trying to. You got me really wanting to play the no score first inning. though. I gotta admit, I might sneak and throw a little junkie play in. But right now, I got Golden State on the money line to close out my play with the Cavs. I already cashed on the Cavs play that closed out from the other night. So we won some back-to-backs now, finally. I'm back on track. So we're going to open up. We'll have the Cavs closed out. Then I'm opening up the Golden State again. Another 2-team money line parlay because I'm gonna put the Rangers in there. So I'm gonna open up that, but I'm gonna leave it open. I'm not quite gonna put them in yet. Only reason being, you guys know I have the Rangers in the future to play Chicago or Anaheim. So instead of hedging out of it like Hat usually does, I can actually hedge out of it by putting, if the Rangers go up a goal in the beginning, I can hedge out of it by taking the Lightning in the parlay.
Well,
really,
it's not hedging out. It's
Backing
called
it up,
backing it up. It's called
Right.
just a few dollars insurance.
right.
So
Backing up. I could go that way with that.
Yeah, so I mean, what you do is, let's say if the Rangers go up a goal, you're probably going to be Tampa Biscuit plus maybe like 3 to 350.
Right.
So what I would do in that circumstance, let's say if you have $100 to win 600 or something like that. I don't know exactly what it pays. It's whatever. Right. But what I would do is I would take $33.50, just $33, just in case, just to get your initial 100 back. I wouldn't do more than that. You know what I mean?
I know.
So that's usually how I do it. Or you do 50 to make a little bit of profit, just in case Tampa Biscuit feels froggy and gets the job done there. So.
Right. But I'm not sure I'm doing that yet. It's an idea, but I will just take Golden State tonight on the money line and leave a spot open, and we'll make up our decisions tomorrow. There's no need to jump ahead of ourselves yet, as anything can happen over the next 2 days as far as injuries are concerned or whatever else have you. So we won't go crazy with that yet.
Definitely not. All right, so what I'm plugging, guys, on the diamond today, I am taking the K-Sizzle Royals. Now, guys, you know what? I may have to go into Lions Den on my own with this one. I've been winning, and, I don't just wait till I lose to say I'm not a handicapper. Even when I win, I'm not a handicapper, period, okay? But, this is an ugly series for K-Sizzle. This game can blow up in our face. I'm taking a shot with a plus 118 underdog here. I don't know how much I'm going to play on it. I have to do some more homework to see. I may even pull off of it before game time. I don't know yet. So just stay tuned for me on Twitter with the hashtag Hatter. I'll put out my play and the amount that I'm going to put on it if I do. But I definitely am taking a look. I got to look at the rosters. But I like this King Felix no-score first inning as a very, very light play. So it may be, a light play and nothing, or maybe a light play with K-Sizzle as well added to it. So I don't know yet, but we'll keep it moving from there. So what you got to shout out, player?
Hey, want to just thank everybody for retweeting the show. Thank everybody for support. My usual team. I got my man, the Kid Picks out there. I got Sonny Home Run Cards out there. Vegas Girl 92661 is out there. Cash Action Bets, Direct Sports Solution. Chai Picks is out there. Betting Beats app. Check out their app, guys, as they have an app on at the App Store for an iPhone, and then whatever you use with your Samsung device. Check that out. Go out there and check it out if you see what it's all about. Dave Wood is out there from $sign Sports. We love him. Young Winners out there. Jay Snyder. My man Yato. What's up? Jay Cass, Rick Lopez, Billy Picks. Max 48, Kermit the Frog, winning picks, my boy Ben. Ben, what's going on with the tennis, brother? Hit me up. Sports the Gen is out there. Uncle Louis Fury, my man Scott Weaver, thank you so much for all your support always. I know you've been kicking it with our show this morning. TNT Picks, Cody Davis, Rainmaker 512, Struck Goozy, Curry Goat, Stevie O, Sir Mata, Joey Songski, Mr. Solutions, Alejandro Yeps, and so many more. Guys, you guys, excellent job this morning. I had a great time with you all. Always remember who you're with. Make the most of each and every day because you cannot get this time back. Talk to you tomorrow.
Definitely, man. And I want to talk to you later on, dude. I'm thinking about putting a female show together. Vegas Girl wants to come on. And, maybe we'll hit up the Queen. Maybe we'll hit up a couple other females that are part of the SBTV Nation. You and I will have a conversation about that. But, guys, we are the biggest show in the world. We're on 7 days a week.
Have your wife on here so I can have her vouch for your dustiness.
You don't want to go there, player, because
I should be like, oh, yeah, I'm going away Friday. That's why you guys are getting together.
We are the biggest show in the world. We're on 9 a.m. on the week, 10 a.m. on the weekends, having an absolute ball. Kid, what a great show today, man.
No doubt.
A lot of fun, man. Smiling ear to ear. Looking forward to moving forward with a lot of big things in the future, man. Just getting ready to shake things up on the biggest show in the world, guys. Sports Bettors TV and sportsbettorstv.com. Check out all the best lines, man. We display them for you on our website. And, all our videos are there, all our shows, the whole package. But we love you to death. Go out there. Go easy. Do your own homework, especially on this K-Sizzle game. Bet your own plays and get that money. Take care.